Hey, do you think the housing market bubble is going to burst in Seattle or nationwide? Stay tuned and I'll let you know what I think. Hi guys, and welcome to the Living in Seattle YouTube channel. My name is Francisco Dictado, and I am a licensed real estate broker here in the Seattle area. It's my goal to share with you what it's like to eat, live, work, play, and sleep in Seattle. And if you have any questions about buying or selling real estate, please don't hesitate to reach out to me and my team. That information above. We're here for you 24/7. We've got your back if you're thinking about relocating to Seattle, Washington. And in this video, I'm going to talk about some of the hot topic questions people have been asking me lately. One of them is, should I buy a home in this market? Is the housing market going to crash? And is the bubble going to burst? So if you're interested in kind of getting an idea of what I think, please stay tuned because I think I will be able to help point you in the right direction. Hey guys, so in this video I want to address a couple of questions that I've been getting asked frequently lately. One of which is, should I buy in this current market? And two, is the housing bubble going to burst? So I want to address a couple of those questions and just kind of share with you what my thoughts are and what my opinions are about those two topics. I currently am shopping for a home in this market, and I'm not saying that you should do it, but I think you should do what's best for you and your situation. First question is, should I buy in this housing market? I think that this is a multi-layered question, but honestly, if you can get pre-approved in this climate, in this environment, I think you should. I think that home prices are only going to rise next year, and I also feel like rents are rising just as much every year. You're going to be paying someone's mortgage, whether or not it's yours or someone else's. So I personally would rather be paying my mortgage and not competing with or having to deal with landlords. That's just a personal preference, but I think that's something to really consider. The average sold home price in Seattle is about 1.1 million, and that's projected to again rise next year. The biggest difference between 2022 and 2008, when we had our last recession, is that we have little to no inventory for home buyers. In 2008, we had an oversupply of homes. There were a ton of foreclosures coming on the market. There were more than a few home buyers who were underwater on their mortgages. And just to touch on the 2008 situation, that was not a housing bubble that burst. That was a financial or financing bubble that burst. People were getting and walking into loan offices and getting loans who had no business getting loans. You could say that you are making 100, 200K and you could put zero down on a loan and they would hand you a pre-approval and you could go shopping. And obviously in this time around, the lending guidelines are much more strict. There are so many more checks and balances put in place to protect the home borrower or home buyer. So we have very well qualified buyers this time around. And also, unemployment right now is very low. In 2008, home unemployment was very rampant, and in Seattle we have about a 2% unemployment rate. Nationally and on the state level, they're at 3.6 and 4.1% respectively. So if I'm forecasting or trying to forecast for clients what the housing market will look like, unemployment is a really good indicator of what it could actually turn out to and what it could look like. So I feel like unemployment is very low. We have very low inventory. So that to me all equates to a still very strong seller's market. So if you're a buyer and you can get pre-approved and you can find the home that's right for you, I think you should make that jump and go for it. In my humble opinion, if you can get pre-qualified, yes, I think you should do the paperwork and go shopping. If that's what you need to do and if that's where your priorities are, I think that it's definitely a good time to be house shopping. Rents are only rising. Interest rates are also rising, but the fact of the matter is we are not in a housing bubble. In my humble opinion, I don't think prices will be coming down in this housing market. That has only happened maybe one time in the modern history of America, and that was in 2008. That lasted for about 6 to 8 months. And again, I think the main reason for that was that the financing bubble burst, not the housing market. And also today, the asking price of homes just means where you should start your bidding process. We still have less than 1 month's worth of inventory. In a balanced market, we like to see 4 to 6 months of inventory on the market. So to wrap everything up, my opinion, if you can purchase and you can get pre-approved in this current climate, I think you should go for it. I think go ahead and get a pre-approval and see what the market bears for you. I don't think it hurts to go through the process. In any event, you know what you can or can't afford. But I am very bullish on this housing market, and I feel like the move is to get in when you can and then refi when the market softens or the opportunity presents itself. I truly believe that we are in a recession now, and to get out of it and to correct, the Fed will bring those rates down in a year or two. And when that happens, go ahead and refinance, take advantage of the lower rate. But if you're still shopping at that time and still haven't bought a home, you're going to be competing with all the other buyers who have waited to purchase a home and who are trying to take advantage of that lower rate. So you're either going to have to compete now or later. The jobs and the opportunities here in Seattle are really, really great. We've got a tech industry here that's thriving. We've got local industry and local businesses that are very strong nationally. So Seattle in itself is going to be pretty well insulated from whatever happens in middle America and things of that nature when it comes to about when we're talking about the recession. Thanks guys for tuning in and listening to me rant and rave a little bit. I feel like the Seattle market is very unique and very strong. And if you're thinking about relocating or buying or selling home in Seattle, please don't hesitate to reach out to me and my real estate team at that information above. We're here, we've got your back, and we'd love to hear from you. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.
Sometimes you want